Back to our YouTube channel. Before we start, I'll entreat you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that any video that is being uploaded, you get access to it. So, as part of this playlist, we are going to treat soil mechanics, everything you need to know about soil mechanics. So, we are going to begin with the introduction to soil mechanics. So, just as we know, soil mechanics is the branch of science that is concerned with the mechanical behavior of soils. So, this soil mechanics we are talking about is concerned with the mechanical behavior of what? Of soils. So, we are going to treat everything we know about soil, every behavior, the physical properties of soils. As engineers and geologists, we'll need to know any bit of information about soils since we are going to deal with them. So every civil structure you see around you, or every civil structure as engineers you are going to construct, will be built either on a soil, or be built either in a soil, or will be built with what? With soil. So there are so many structures that are built on soils. For instance, houses. Houses are what? Are structures. They are built what? On soils. Schools, are all structures. They are built what? On soils. Again, we can also build in what? We can build in soils. So what are some of the geological or civil structures that are built in soils? So we have tunnels. We can construct what? A tunnel in a soil. We can even construct a pit. So as geologists, we'll be dealing more of what? Mining. So we can even construct a what? A mine pit. A mine pit in what? In soil. Then also we also what? Civil structures are also built with soils. So we can construct a dam, an earthen dam. We can construct an earthen dam what? With soil. We construct what? Roads. Roads are also constructed with what? With soils. So now under soil mechanics too, which learning talking about our interest is to know how the ground responds to these structures that are being built on. So if I have, so let's say this is the soil, this is our soil, and I build, let's say I have my structure, which is my household, on the soil. I want to know how this soil is going to react with what? The stresses or the pressure coming from what? The civil structure. So we are going to know, study the ground's response to the structures being built on them. Let's study the applications of soil mechanics. So in which part of engineering, in which part of our daily life will soil mechanics be of importance to us? Now, in the construction of foundations, so before I'll construct, let's say, any house or any building, there is a need to what? Construct what? A foundation. So this foundation, we are going to study foundation what? Foundation of structures. So how this foundation, because you know that foundations of structures will be what? In the soil. So we construct foundations in soils, or in the what? In the ground. And this ground is mainly of consists of what? Of soils. Hence, if we want to construct structures, and we are in relation to foundation, meaning that we will have to study what? Foundations as part of what? Of soil mechanics. So that's one application of soil mechanics, foundations of structures. So this is the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and the story about this also has to do with what? The foundation, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. The story about the Leaning Tower has to be about what? The foundation. As time goes on, this building tends to what? To settle and lean. That's how it's you realize that most structures are supposed to be what? Vertical, but this particular structure tends to be what? To be leaning. Now, foundations may also develop certain cracks. Foundation may develop certain cracks based on the soil type you are going to use. So, studying one application of soil mechanics under foundation of structures. So, studying this, you will know how to prevent such what scenarios. So you could be having cracks also in what? In buildings. So we are going to under soil mechanics, we are going to study all this. Then I did mention that Under soil mechanics, we also know that structures, we build structures with soil, right? Some structures are built with soil. Example is what I talked about as what? The roads. So in here you could see that there we are being constructing a road. A road is being constructed with what? Soil. So road embankment. So under soil mechanics, road construction, that's earth structures are all applications. Dams. So there's a dam being constructed with what? With soil. So earth field dam being constructed with soil. So failure to this ethnic errors in its construction. So let me play the video so that you can have access. So this is the Eden Dam failed.
There it goes. There it goes. There we go. There's the rush.
So I see that as geologists or as engineers, we are responsible for people, the lives of individuals. You can end up killing a lot of people. So you realize that this particular dam, the failure of this particular dam, all those living downstream will be it did cause millions of lives and properties to be what to be destroyed. So as geologists, there is a need to, or as engineers, there is a need to study soil mechanics so as to prevent some of these cases. So all the dam collapsed. You can see how wide it collapsed, and this was a one-time something, but it's began what gradually. So all those, so this is how severe the construction. All initially you realize that all those everything here was what properties, houses, and lives like humans. But now due to this, the collapse of the dam, it's now being what's being flooded. You could see how dangerous this could be, how dangerous this could be, how dangerous this could be. Another application of soil mechanics is the construction of mine pits. So this is what a mine pit, an open pit being constructed with what soil. So all these are soil. So this one application of what of soil mechanics. So under soil mechanics, you are going to do a slope stability to prevent, in order to prevent what? Slope failures, going steady slope stability. Imagine a car moving on this road, and when it gets here, the road tends to fail. It's going to cause what? Lives. Meaning that as engineers, we are supposed to study soil mechanics so well that we are going to prevent such cases. So there's also a slow failure, causing lives, and even this could lead to this is very severe because it's going to cause trafficking on the road, like or meaning that this road is not going to we are not going supposed to use this road for some time, and if probably there were cars moving and this failure happened, what this means is that it's going to cause what the destruction of what lives and what and properties, destruction of life and property. This whole playlist will consist of will under this whole playlist we are going to talk about formation of soils, we talk about index properties, soil classification, phase relation, we are going to talk about compaction, stresses in soil, and finally we'll talk about shear strength of what? Shear strength of soil. Then some of the laboratory tests we'll be taking you through will Some of the laboratory tests we'll be taking you through is the sieve analysis test, the hydrometer test, Atterberg limit test, specific gravity, compaction, and the triaxial test. We'll be taking you through that. So don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to share the channel via link to your friends. Also recommend the channel to your friends so that they can also benefit. Now let's my wage. I'll just take one of them. Life is just Life is a just employer. It gives you what you ask. But once you have set the wages, why you must bear the tax. Just go through this and for you. So you can download them, solve the questions in them. If you have any challenge, you can reach out to us, then we help you out. So Correct Soil Mechanics is one of the books we use most of the time. So you can download this one. This particular one I'll recommend for you. You can get any of them as well, together with other research materials, then you are good to go. So or assignments, your first assignment, you can leave your your first assignment. Let me give you an assignment. So you can leave your answers in the comment section, or you can also tap on the link in the comment section in the description to join the Educate Foundation group, where you can leave your answers there and we'll reach out to them, we'll go through them. So your first question was going to be, you are supposed to list 5 applications of soil mechanics. List 5 applications of soil mechanics. Yes, list 5 applications of soil mechanics. Then the second question is, we build in, on, and with soil. Explain. So these are the 2 assignments for today. Enjoy.